Hi guys, happy July. I hope you are doing well. Okay, Capricorn, I think that this is a great reading for most of you, right? I think you've got a lot going on here. Don't panic with that Tower card because I think that you're that hot hurricane there. And I think it's just a matter of balancing things out is all, okay? We come in with some really great cards. The Fool card, there's definite change in here for sure. So whatever it is that you're doing, I think it's exciting change, but I think that you've got a little bit more going on right now. The key through your whole reading is balance. Balance and make sure that you're taking care of yourself and not just everyone else, right? Or make sure that certain things aren't falling through the wayside. It's a matter of balance. It is what I feel is really strong here, okay? We come in with the Fool card. That's how we come into July, okay? And we also have the Telescope, okay? That's the Oracle card we're going out with. And I think it's great because I don't feel I would suggest that you try to find some balance through July. But in that, I think it's more of just trying to really think about how you can find the structure that you're looking for, how you can acquire that balance that you so strongly need in here, okay? But that Telescope card speaks of clarity, understanding, and insight, okay? Now, we come in with the Fool card, like I say. We've got the Tower card, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Coins, and the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And for your health spectrum, we've got the Devil card and the Queen of Coins. Okay, for your relationships, we've got the Page of Coins and we've got the Queen of Cups. And for your financials, you've got the Six of Swords and the Magician. That's perfect. Let me start with that. Those are great cards to have in your financial sector, okay? Financials are coming your way. So if you're in a position, say, where something's going on and you're just not... you're struggling per se, right? Something is going to come along here that opens a door for you. So I wouldn't worry so much about that now. That's either an opportunity comes along or someone comes along. But someone or something's going to appear here that allows you to make some more money here. So someone may offer you a job. You may be able to do something on the side. You may get a promotion. But these are really great cards for that spectrum, okay? Have faith in yourself, and I think that that's key here too, okay, and your abilities to succeed. Let me see here. Things are going to be turning, for sure. They're absolutely going to be turning. So whatever boat you're in, if you're unemployed, something comes along that provides you with, I mean, in your normal cards there, you've got that Seven of Coins. That's a card of things turning financially for you. The Wheel of Fortune absolutely is the same thing in here. You've got, you've just got great cards for that. The Fool card also is starting something new. The Fool card and the Magician, you just want to, that's what I'm saying, you may want to take July and get your ducks in a row for what you're doing. I think also for some of you in here, again, your health cards in here really speak of transitioning into the next phase of something for you. That Seven of Coins card is a card that sometimes it can be really hard. It's one of the Millionaire's cards, right? But it's a card that it's a card though that speaks of you don't want to be gambling right now. You want to keep your, I mean, I know that that's an oxymoron considering you may be in a position where things are a little tight right now, but you come across some money in here too. So if you are not in dire straits and you're doing really well, it's not a time to be gambling though, because something may come up where you actually need money for something like investments. In a couple months time, you may be able to invest in things that you're not seeing right yet. So I would suggest that, maybe you just not splurge on anything really, really large at the moment. Okay, because you've got a lot of move cards in here. let me start with your health thing too, because I think that that's really going to ripple through how you do things. And I think it plays a lot to do with the Tower card and the Two of Cups in here too. Okay. Now that Seven of Coins card is a card that it's really hard with that. It usually shows up where someone has a really hard time balancing relationships and career at the same time. They're either extremely wealthy and does, really great on the career front, or they are in a financial, in a relationship and their career tanks. It's really hard with that card there to balance the two, but it can be done, okay? And you've got a lot of cards in here that really just speak of having faith in yourself. We can balance anything out here. It's just, if that's the case and you're finding it hard to be and you can't really find people that are, in alignment with you, that's why I'm saying it's a great time to really get your life in order and get your priorities straight. You know what I mean? If work is what you really want to, focus on, then you may, it's all in how it plays out for you. Let me show you the cards, and I think, we all can do what works best for us, right? Now, as far as your health cards go, the Devil card obviously is a card that just speaks of balance. Letting go of like limitations maybe that you put on yourself, right? Have some fun, lighten up a little bit. If you're a workaholic and you've got no room for anything else, that Two of Cups says something shows up here for you. Okay, so have a little fun. You want to try, again, addictive behaviors in here. That may apply for some of you. Unconscious attachments, maybe things that you don't realize. That can be in spending habits. That can be in people. That can be in, it really speaks of balance, though, and a reminder to take care of yourself. If you're, again, someone who does something for everyone else, it's saying in here you need to remember to pamper yourself in here. It can also be a card in here, too. If you are a woman, it can be, a card in here that really speaks of fertility in here. So if that's not something that you're thinking about, it could absolutely be that in here. Especially in your romance, you've got the Queen of Cups in here. It could go that way too, for sure. So if that's not something you're anticipating, just be aware of that. Okay. As far as health goes, it's just a matter of balance. Is really all that I think that it is. The Devil card is just, take your power back, take your whatever back. It's just it's either I'm giving my power too much to one side or the other side. And that seems to be the theme going through a lot in here. It's like the pendulum swings from one side drastically to the other. It's about, staying in the middle lane, finding modification, work on the things that need to be done, but also remember to have some fun in your life, have some joy and peace and happiness. Now, in your relationship spectrum, this can go a few different ways. If you're in a relationship, I am not thrilled about seeing the Page of Coins there. It might be a relationship conversation that you need to have that maybe it's lacking a little bit of its luster. I think that, maybe a little bit of an honest conversation needs to be had as far as that goes. Be honest about how you're feeling, though. That was a really strong message coming through here. Speak up. Be confident in what you're saying. Don't be afraid to rock the boat, because I really feel, too, that with the eclipses coming in here, that if you've got something to say and you're in a relationship that is just a little bit rocky, I would speak up about it. You know what I mean? The relationships with these energies can fall apart, but those relationships would need to be ones that have been really on life support for a very, very long time. If you're just, working too much and you're in a relationship, spend a little bit of time with someone or have a conversation about it. It would turn the relationship right way, the right way that you want it to go. If you're single, though, in here, this is a card that says that, the two cards in here are speaking of, maybe get out and about a little bit more. Or if you're doing that and you're saying, I'm still not meeting everyone, you may just want to think about, is there someone or something or some anxiety or maybe an ex that you're not, you haven't gotten over, or something that happened and you're still carrying a burden, or you're still kind of you know, upset about something. That would block that kind of relationship, a new one, from moving forward in here, okay? That kind of needs to be let go too. Okay, let's see here. For others of you, if you're meeting new people, or if you're, I'm going to say if you met someone with that Two of Cups, it's possible that that's a meeting. That's something new though, okay? And it could come out of the blue here unexpectedly with that Wheel of Fortune, which could account for the Tower card, right? It would throw your day-to-day life out of balance. And that's what the Tower card can mean. You know, hey, where I had all of this time to dedicate to work, and I was the one that everyone piled all the work on, or I was a workaholic, and now I'm in a relationship and I want to spend more time with them. And the cards in here really speak of not letting your other obligations in your life fall by the wayside. Okay, because that Tower card too can be a card that, you know, prior to a relationship, it's like you wanted to do everything yourself. You know what I mean? And now you may be losing traction a little bit, falling behind on deadlines, or you know, someone can't quite figure out what it is that's going on. You know, so it's just about balance again. Again, with new relationships, they critique our day-to-day stuff, right? But you've got cards too. That Seven of Coins card in here can mean you're most likely looking to make some changes in your life. And it looks to me like nothing is a hindrance in here. It's just the whole reading really speaks of balance. So I would take the month of July, really think about your priorities, the things that you want. How do you want to balance your life? If you're in relationships that are a little, you know, rocky, really think about that, you know, the part they're playing in there. For others of you, you're stepping into new relationships here, and it's just going to throw your day-to-day off a little bit. The Tower card, though, can also be, you know, with the relationship cards, that maybe one relationship ends and another one starts, or you rebalance your life, or you move, or maybe you move houses. It could be something like that, too. The Seven of Coins in here, though, I want to say with the Devil card in here and the Queen of Coins, she can be, she's someone who absolutely knows, and it doesn't need to be a woman, but it's someone who really knows how they want their life to be. They know the luxuries in life. They like the luxuries in life. They work very hard for their luxuries in their life, whatever that is, you know. It could be a great wine that you love, or it could be a castle that you live in. It's different for everyone. But we're entitled to have these things. It's just, your thread through here is just really balance a lot of things out, okay? It can also be, too, where you have a conversation in here where, you know, fertility is something that comes up now, and you're not quite sure how to balance that. It could be a lot of things like that. But with these eclipses coming in, and you've got two queens in here, I've got and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower card, and the Two of Cups, and Seven of Coins, actually the Fool card too. I've got to put it out here. If having a child is not something that's on your periphery, and it's not something that you are wanting at this moment, just be aware that I'm having this conversation with you, because it can quite possibly, very possibly happen in here, okay? But either way, your life is changing wonderfully. Your key takeaway, what I really feel in here is you need to cut yourself maybe a little bit of slack in here. Okay, have some fun, like I said, but the main thing in here is, I feel like, too, with that Tower card, it's like you always maybe feel like, I get so far and then I'm always a day late and $1 short, or I get like to the 11th hour and then something falls through. Have a little bit of faith in yourself and your abilities here. Okay, if you think that, you know, you're not worthy of something, or you're not able to accomplish something, you've got amazing cards in here that speak of you absolutely can. You know, so there's nothing of hindrance in here, you know, except balance. You've got balance in every aspect of this reading, but they're phenomenal cards. Really, they really are. So speak up, have conversations that you need to have, make sure that your life is balanced. What do they say? All work and no play makes for something not pleasant, I'm sure. But these are really the only things in here. Your finances, if they're not in a great spot right now, they do take a turn in here. So either you get a promotion, you move, you get a new job, you get a job, you get a side job. Either way, it comes for you here. I would, again, not not really spend anything right now. For those of you that are investors, I'm just going to put this out here too. I'm not a financial advisor in any way. I'm just really getting this from here. Save your money. If you're like a broker or you've got something that you're doing here where you may have a little bit of money put aside where you want to invest in some kind of real estate or something like that, put a little bit more in your portfolio for a rainy day, because I really think that something may come along here across your path, or you stumble upon a really great opportunity here. It could be a new home. It could be something here. I don't think it shows up right away, but I do think that it shows up by the end of the year. So keep that in mind. Maybe start saving a little bit more than you had been. I think you may be pleasantly surprised at something that crosses your path, maybe towards the end of the year or within a couple months. What are we, July? Probably more towards the end of the year. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. I think this was a great reading. Again, remember balance. Take this month, really think about things. I wouldn't commit to anything else in addition right now. I would really just try to restructure what you've currently got here. It looks like there's quite a lot of exciting things coming down your path. And with the wheel here, those are sometimes fated events, fated people, fated relationships that we do not see coming, right? But we have to seize those opportunities, all right? So there you go.